one night and there was like a shadow of a man and a woman just standing in my bedroom doorway watching me sleep, and it wasn't a scary feeling. It was like they were checking on their kid.
There's been times I've slept downhill and footsteps going across the loft. There used to be a walking chair, but I'm not sure if it's slept or not, but you hear that thing walking in the middle of the night.
It's a neutral energy. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of negative energy here. There is a man here that comes and goes that's definitely negative.
My journey began when I was 15 years old. I had a negative attachment that left me scarred for years to come. So negative that it affected others around me. Today, I am a skeptical paranormal investigator, searching for indisputable proof as closure to what happened to me so long ago. Join me on this perilous journey as we uncover the mysteries of the paranormal. Welcome to Amber's Asylum.
I think for the most part it feels positive to me. I mean, it feels like home. It's kind of a happy place, I think. Not had a ton of negative experience here. I was home by myself once when I was a teenager. We had a huge snowstorm and there was a very scary man pacing back and forth in the yard, and I ended up calling. I couldn't get a hold of Mom or Dad. They were both at work. I ended up calling Nathan, and he came home and there were no footprints or anything. There really wasn't anybody out there, but I do remember being terrified and thinking like this person's going to come in the house at some point in time.
Just another day. It's a very homey feeling usually for me. A lot of love in this house. I haven't really had any bad experience at all in here. There was one day, it was in the afternoon, me and Nate was in here and he stepped outside and that front door had blown open, and I sat down I was sitting about in this area here and went out there a few moments after it blew open, and he was walking from the porch, and because I thought he opened it, and he came up to the porch thinking I opened it. There's been times I've slept downhill and hear footsteps going across the loft. There used to be a walking chair, but I'm not sure if it's slept or not, but you hear that thing walking in the middle of the night. There's another time we were sitting here, there used to be two recliners, and there was a coffee table or stand in the middle that had a wagon wheel light, and me and Nate was sitting here, and the lampshade just kept shaking back and forth on that.
It doesn't bother me. Like, I wouldn't hang out in here very long by myself, but it doesn't bother me if other people are here. Most of the time it's a neutral energy. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of negative energy here. There is a man here that comes and goes that's definitely negative. I have several EVPs of him and conversations with him, and other reports and stories and stuff from other people in my family. And this is my theory, and I don't know if I've even ever told anybody this, but my mom's first husband, they lived like an eighth of a mile from here, and he actually shot her and thought he killed her, and then shot himself, and my mom didn't die. I have a feeling, and it's always a bigger man with a hat on, and I have a feeling that that's Gary. He was a small man, but I feel like he projects himself as a bigger person because he's more intimidating and scary. But like I said, that was an eighth of a mile from here, and I feel like over the years I felt his energy and got to know when he was around, kind of the weird different feeling that's in the house. But I don't feel like he stays here, but he comes and goes.
We've had a Confederate soldier that we've seen in the house. This house is it's just shy of 200 years old. It was built in 1831. So we have had a Confederate soldier that we've seen in the house. We've seen him upstairs. I think he's been seen downstairs. We are under the understanding that there was a teenage girl who may have been murdered in the home long before we moved in. And then again, the old grandma type figure. Some people have had a run-in with an angry man. Like I said, there was an angry man outside. Some people have said there was an angry man inside too.
When I was young, I was probably about 11 or 12, staying the night with them, and there was a day bed up in the loft, and sleeping on it, and wake up in the middle of the night hearing like that walking chair going, and like I said, hearing the footsteps going across. It was kind of weird. I think that's probably like one of the first experiences I remember that I had out here. It didn't feel threatened or anything like that. Kind of had that feeling like somebody was watching you in there, but you couldn't see anything. There was a couple times it almost felt like you see the shadow out of the corner of your eye, but there was nothing there.
I did have something, I think, follow me home one time from here. and had to have my house cleansed. It's not something I've even ever seen before. I believe her because my dad said he's seen the exact same thing here, and it's a small, like a 4-foot humanoid figure, but it has like pyramid-shaped outline. Jagged pyramid-shaped outline, and it's about 4 foot tall. And my dad hasn't seen very many ghosts. Like, he didn't have a lot of the experiences we had growing up here. But he specifically told me what he seen one night, and he said, I don't think it was human. And my babysitter seen the exact same thing at my house about 2 months after we did an investigation here. So I did have my house cleansed. I've never seen it. It's never bothered me. And nobody's seen it since. So I'm pretty sure that when they did, the two mediums did cleanse my house, they got rid of it.
Well, honestly, I'm hoping to hear from Mom tonight. Our mom just recently passed away, and I'm kind of hoping to hear something from her, to be honest.
I still encountered Tony again. Had a lot of love for her growing up, and she was a second mom to me.
I just hope, and it's always been pretty active in the past. I just hope we get some kind of interaction. It's Lacey's first investigation, so we get to interact with something. We've done it 3 times, and we've never had a boring investigation here.
Maybe we'll just set it right here.
And that's motion activated, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yep, so once something like crosses...
Those things are freaky. Can they pick any creepier music?
I know, yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that something would go off in this room, and I haven't even been in this room. But you told me the story about the girl, and I was like, oh, kids love the music box, so...
You can walk in front of the music box again. Yeah, well, you're sitting in it.
That's really cool.
When you're sitting in a completely quiet room in a quiet building and that thing goes off, and it's been a while since it goes off, it scares the shit out of you.
Yeah. There isn't anything over there that would even set that off.
No, it's not. There's nothing moving.
No,
over
there's
there.
nothing over there. Here, I'm gonna bring the phone over here just to show everybody that there isn't somebody like hiding behind the little thing over here.
Well, it was cold, dude.
I just want to show you guys that there's nobody over here. It's like,
And that's
obviously
what sucks.
nobody's...
It's better to come out here in the summer when that's not running, because we've got a lot of good EVPs out of here, but
Can you set that off for me again,
with
please?
that thing running,
Thank you.
that was on command.
Are you using the music box? Yeah, that thing. Do you like
It just
it?
moved over in the corner. Did you hear that?
Huh?
Something moved behind you.
Is there anybody in here? Can you use the music box again?
Yes.
Yeah. Step in front of it. Well, why'd you say yes if you're not going to use it? Got me all excited.
Nope.
Why not? Can you tell me the name of the little girl? Because there's a little girl here, right? Or can you tell me your name?
It's in the same voice.
Is it Justin, maybe? I don't know. Oh, I'm kicking everything. You can ask questions if you want.
I swear I've heard this in the same male voice.
It sounds like it, yeah.
How many spirits are here with us? Well, not to ask that question, it said 11. It's like, holy shit.
11! That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I think that was Get Out.
We've got that before. I actually got Get the Fuck Out once, too. That was a woman.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Mom?
That's what it sounded like. I'm freaking out a little bit.
I'm sorry. I don't want to freak you out.
Mom, was that you?
It was like there was other voices, and then the female came through, and then nobody came
It sounded just
through.
like my mom, man. I mean, it sounded just like her, dude.
Hi.
Hi.
Is everybody still here?
Out.
Oh, well.
Nobody's leaving.
Why do you want us to leave so badly? That is the same voice still.
It is.
As
Over
from
and over and
before.
over and over again.
Yeah, from earlier.
This is our house. Nobody's leaving.
What?
You heard what I said. This is our house, not yours.
Who was playing with the music box? Can you tell me your name?
Dad? Zach? I don't know.
Ted?
Ted. Maybe it was Ted. It sounded funky.
Did you say Ted?
Or did you say Dad?
That was something faint, but I don't know what
I
it
don't
said.
know what it was either.
Can you use the music box again? Just like step in front of it? It doesn't want to do it now.
Mm-mm. It's funny. It wouldn't. It was constantly going.
They're tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want it anymore. It's old news now. Do we want to try a different area?
We can.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? It's an SB7 spirit box, and I took to a ghost
Yeah.
box. So, like,
I don't know, but I have a recording on my phone of Mom saying hi when she left me a voicemail, and it sounds
I
exactly
know
like
it
that.
does. I want that back.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
you can send us that audio clip, that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I can certainly send you the
Do you need
audio.
help?
All right, so we can shoot for some EVPs if you want up here. Do you have your little recorder?
Voice recorder at Dad's, February 19th, in the loft.
Is there anybody that wants to come talk to us? If you have something important to say, it's okay to say it. And you can say it into that phone over there, or the device, whatever you call it.
What's your name? Can you make a loud noise?
You found it again. It might be getting the little curtain thing that's like moving with the draft. Maybe that's why.
So maybe if we do it this way.
Now, do those light up based on like motion
They're
or?
weird. So it is motion, but it's also like electrical
setting.
The guy that makes those, he's pretty interesting, dude. You know, he owns, it's ITC Flowers. Have you heard of him?
Maybe. I have one downstairs, but it makes obnoxious noises. It's like.
We've had a lot of hits on him. If you think it's that loud, we could put it up
It is
here.
pretty loud. If you put it over there, you'll hear it. Let me go get it.
Some of them are very obnoxious. It seems like, too, because maybe because it hasn't been investigated so much, but like the spirits here like the devices for some reason. Like I've always had good interaction on all the devices I've had.
So we did set up a little REM pod doohickey over there, so we'll hear it if it goes off. I just saw that go off.
Yeah. It's
Am I
not
too?
at ground level. No, it's because it's not at ground level.
Oh.
They read funny. I mean, they work, but it'll be extra sensitive if it's up high.
Hmm.
Is there anyone here that wants to talk to us? Can you make a loud noise so we know you're here? Drop something, push something.
I thought I heard music or something.
I keep faintly hearing sounds like a dog barking, but there's not any
know.
dogs.
I know.
Dogs
I
close
heard
to
music
here.
when we were downstairs, but it was really quiet and it was
Yeah,
almost
I
like
heard that
symphony
too.
music. It
I
was
heard
really
that
weird.
too,
It was
but I
like
don't know.
symphony music, but it was like very, very, very quiet.
We've had that happen in here before. Music.
Hmm.
People hear it. The funny thing is, usually it's not everybody in the group that hears it.
It's just hard to tell because I feel like maybe I'm hearing something that's down there, but it's so faint that I'm like interpreting it as music. Can you come over and talk to us, please?
I almost always get them to make noises on command here. That doesn't seem super active tonight, but
We got them to use the music box, which I thought was cool.
mm-hmm.
And there wasn't anything over there that was moving.
No. Maybe we could try the upstairs bedroom. Lacey's old bedroom.
Want to shoot for some EVPs?
Yeah, so this was my room, and it was a dream catcher. My bed was right here, and I used to have a dream catcher that I hung from the ladder string,
Oh.
and it just completely disappeared.
Oh.
And then it showed up the morning after I said give it back. It showed up over here on the floor. 7:40.
Oh, yeah. See, it feels pretty quiet.
That wasn't me.
No.
Can you walk away from it? All right, hold up. Is it broken? I don't know.
No, they both know you're there. They're both of them are getting you.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'm gonna. It keeps like attempting to turn off.
And then
Yeah.
it starts right back up. That room pot over there is glowing a little bit too.
Yeah, that's the direction that it was facing when we had it over there. Okay, you're done? Okay. Well, if you can do that, can you talk to us? If I tap on the wall, can you tap on the wall too? Can I get 2 knocks like this? Do you want to come chat? We can hear you. Do you know that? Can you hear us talking? Why do you want people to leave? Why do you want us to leave?
What's your name? What's my name? what it sounded like. It was weird.
Can we ask you why you're still here? It's a hole.
It sounds like a hole. Can you make the lights flicker? Can you turn the lights off? I've had it happen in that hallway light up a couple times.
Why do you turn the lights off on people? Am I trying to get noticed? How long have you been here?
Something. Oh, I don't know.
Say Nate.
I get my name a lot.
Do you want to talk to Nate?
Just a bit. That was weird. That was like a half a sentence.
Go ahead. What do you want to say to Nate? You say death.
That's what it sounded like. No.
I was waiting for the same voice, but okay.
Who are you?
Do you need help? What do you need help with? Can you still speak to us?
Oh.
No. Well, you can. You're just choosing not to. Hi. Did you play with the lights? Are you trying to get our attention?
Can you make them flicker again?
Is there something that you want? You said you're over. There definitely is something there, and I can see why some of the residents are actually very concerned about the activity or the things that it said. Sometimes the things that came through the spirit box almost seemed like they were mocking us, which I think is a little weird. I don't know exactly what's going on at this house, but I would really like to spend more time in the house before I draw a conclusion. I'd also like to help them in their journey as we uncover what's going on, and we plan accordingly. If they need a cleansing at any point, I wouldn't mind helping them with any of that. I definitely want to help them through every step of this process.